So today I am going to be breaking down a iGaming SEO website. It is an affiliate website as well that's not absolutely been hammered, and I'm going to break it down and go over like what they're doing, what's working very well for them, what they can also improve on. Now, I do understand that everybody watching this video might not be in the iGaming space. They might not all be in casino or slots industry. But the reason why I'm doing this video is because when I was learning SEO, this was like one of the biggest things that helped. I always looked at harder to rank industries like gambling, adult sector, the CBD sector, stuff like that. And then I would use the tactics that the guys at the top used for a smaller industry, and it just made things a lot easier. So we're going to be breaking down a website today. Very quickly as well, if you haven't already grabbed tickets to the Masterminders, this is a in-person SEO conference that's happening in Manchester on the 27th of June is the conference, and the 28th is a private mastermind. You've got the likes of Craig Campbell talking about flipping websites. You've got Lara Acosta talking about generating leads for agencies using LinkedIn. We've got James Daly talking about lead generation, Carrie Rose talking about digital PR, and many, many more speakers as well. So let's actually take a look at the website. The website that we are looking at is slotshawk.com. They aren't doing crazy amounts of traffic. Like I've done iGaming videos before in the past, and the websites that I was looking at before, they had like 500,000 hits per month. These guys, they're relatively on the smaller side, but I know for a fact this website is earning money, and that is because if you actually search high roller slots, or if we search high roller slot sites, as you can see here, they are ranking at number one, and they're also outranking some pretty big websites like Casino Guru are relatively large. Sister sites, pretty known, established website. I know it doesn't look it looks very, very ugly, but these guys have been around for forever. It almost seems like. High Roller is a actual casino brand or a slot brand. Playwright have also been around for ages, but they are on a decline. And Boko Joko or Bojoko, I think that's how you pronounce it anyway. These guys have been around for a long, long time as well. Because again, I've been in iGaming. I just remember the SERPs. So that's why I thought it'd be a good example to look at this website, because it's not relatively hard to replicate what they've done, especially if you watch this video to the end. So like they're ranking for like best megaway slots. Again, this is another very profitable keyword, and if we take a look here, the Ahrefs does say they're position 1, but in reality they are position number 3. The 15 best megaway slot games and where to play them. So, as you can see, doing relatively well. This website will be earning okay amount of money. So let's actually take a look at their content, right? So this website, how it is actually laid out is they have got the money-making pages in the actual nav bar. So like, for example, new slot sites, mobile slot sites, fast payout slot sites. All of these are what I deem as being roundup pages. So a roundup page is like a list of slot websites or a list of casinos, right? Very similar to this. They've got 2 different layouts, it looks like. So same goes with like mobile slot sites, and we'll do fast payout slot sites. So this is the £5 deposit, and fast payout slot sites as well, right? So what this basically means is when somebody's searching for slot or keyword plus slot sites, it's plural, so you need to be showing them multiple different websites. So that's exactly what they've done. They're matching the intent. They've got a lot of internal links going through the website. So that's one style of page. They've also got like bonuses as well, and this is like a type of sign-up offer. So when you deposit £10 into XYZ slot website, you get £30 with slots as well. So This is basically the casinos that actually offer that type of welcome offer. And again, relatively decent search volume for this, and also pretty nice to actually be able to monetize and earn money from as well. It's not a bad keyword. So the deposit £10, play with £40 slots. So if I actually search that, let's see if they actually rank for any of those. Doesn't look like they are, but again, it's a relatively newer website. Then they have got games, so like the type of games that you can actually play. Again, like stuff like high RTP slots. This is like a really good keyword to go after, because the more experienced slot players would actually search that. So like high RTP slot sites. It's kind of like if you had a travel website, you might have a page on your travel site talking about like the best credit cards for hotels, right? So an experienced traveler would only know about like the best credit cards for hotels. So this is kind of similar in the sense that like if somebody's searching high RTP slot sites, they know about return to player value and they're more experienced. So yeah, they've also, another thing that they're doing very well when it comes to like content structure wise, don't know if you guys have been picking this up, is they've got like the normal blocks or the normal tables. Then they've got like the questions and stuff like that. So like probably what is deposit £10 offer? That's probably going to be like a people also ask question in the actual search. We can actually search this. Deposit £10. So how to claim 100 free spins? What casino has the lowest minimum spend? It actually isn't in the people also ask, but how their structure usually flows is they'll have like the table at the top, then they'll have like more content, and they'll work through a load of questions. But on certain pages, and this is a really smart thing to actually do, this isn't just for casino sites as well, but having different HTML structures. So having your content, then maybe having your actual HTML tables down here, and then having like images, stuff like that. This is when like a page isn't just like a big block of content, it becomes more so multimedia rich. And again, that's pretty important when it comes to websites like this, because in some cases Google, when it comes to trying to rank you in featured snippets, it's never just the paragraph it ranks. It might be like the HTML table that it ranks, or it might be the heading structure that it ranks as well. So if I was to actually search for best 15 high RTP slot machines, now I've not actually searched this, but let's see if there is a featured snippet. There isn't. Let's do best high RTP online slots. There actually isn't, but there is a good chance that if I was to go through some of these, they will be getting featured in these, because they've not just done the HTML table, but they've also got like the content down here. So for example, they've listed the 15 best high RTP online slots, but then they've also went into a little bit more detail as to what they are and stuff. Now, one thing that they could do, and I've not checked if they are doing that, is build out individual slot. Yeah, so they are actually doing this. So this is a really pretty decent like website structure. So if you think of it, right, they've got slot games. Continue to slot hawk. They've got slot games here, right? And they're talking about like highest RTP slot sites, but then they've also got an individual page reviewing that game. So it's kind of like having a travel website and talking about the best hotels in Madrid, and then having 15 actual review pages of the hotels in Madrid. So that's kind of what they've done. Again, if they didn't have this, it's kind of like they couldn't be talking about the highest RTP slot sites. So you kind of need the actual review of the actual slot game. And let's see if they actually rank for this. Ooga Booga slot machine review. That's a crazy name for a slot site, or for a slot game. They actually aren't ranking for it, but again, it is given like the actual age of the website is relatively new. It's not been about for like 10, 15 years, but they are doing very well in other sectors. So like for example, best Megaway slots. If we actually search this again, this is another different type of slot game. And as you can see here, they've got all the slot games that are like done by Megaways. So again, pretty decent content structure. And again, to replicate this, it's not that difficult. I know that like when it comes to like iGaming and stuff like that, it gets a bad rap because people think it's like incredibly hard to rank for certain keywords. But from a content point of view, I would probably score this like being a 6 or a 7 out of 10. I've definitely seen better content. But that's not to say that it's a terrible website, because it's obviously ranking. Now, another thing that these guys do very well when it comes to their content or their on-page SEO is they actually work in a lot of different internal links. And again, when it comes to like internal linking, I know that this is probably, in some cases, it takes a little bit more time doing your internal links than the actual content, right? But these guys, they've not completely went overboard and made everything an internal link, but they're internal linking to what makes sense. So right now, we are looking at Hyper Casino being the review, and they've internal linked to a competitor of Hyper Casino, which is PlayOjo, right? Which it just makes sense. They've also internally linked to online slot bonuses page. And again, somebody reading this page here, they might be interested in online slot bonuses. They've also internally linked to online slot sites as well. So they're trying to obviously rank for best UK slot sites. Let's just take a look here. Are they ranking? This is like a really difficult keyword to actually rank for, but they're not ranking yet, but it honestly wouldn't surprise me. They're also using the modifier, so it auto updates in February and stuff like that. So a little bit of a risky play, but everyone does it in gambling. And they do have a fair extensive list. So again, this is what I was saying before, right? A lot of people think, okay, I'm just going to list all of the casinos with the affiliate links down to the right-hand side. But if we actually go all the way down, they also have went into like content depth when it comes to like reviewing different content or different casinos and slot sites, right? The reason for that as well, just so you guys understand, and this happens in every single niche. It's not just in iGaming. When you're trying to get like featured snippets, or when you're trying to get in the AI overview and stuff, Google sometimes, and I don't know why, it sometimes prefers HTML tables, sometimes it prefers tables like this, and sometimes it prefers good heading structure. So what these guys have done is they've tried to cover everything. They could also have like a HTML table. I've not looked fully, but this is like the heading structure. So I'm going to assume that this is like a H2 or a H3. Yeah, this is a H3, and this will be like a H2 of the page, so top 10 slot sites. And it's just well-structured content here, right? So let's just keep going down the actual page. Let's see if they've got a HTML table anywhere. Slots Hawk Writers recommends slot sites, so yep, that makes sense. Have they got a HTML table anywhere? Nope. This is a long article. This might be a little bit too long for my liking. They do have FAQs, so again, I'm going to assume that they have grabbed all of these FAQ questions from the People Also Ask. If you guys have never done that, best UK slot sites, search your keyword here, and then look at the People Also search, and then obviously what makes sense, include those in the FAQs. So can you win money playing slot sites? Which slot site pays out the most in the UK? Which kind of slots has the biggest win? So that's kind of similar to what that question is. So I'm going to assume that they've used some form of tool to grab these people also ask questions. That's like one thing that I see a lot of websites not doing, including people also ask questions. Just click through. Obviously, once you start clicking, there's more questions that get included. Go through a few of the questions and obviously just include the ones that obviously make sense. Now, let's take a look at their backlink profile, because that's pretty important for these type of websites. And as we can see here, this is probably why they rank very well for Megaways slot sites. They've actually got a link from a website called megaways.casino. Is this a PBN? Is this a PBN? This looks like a PBN. I always enjoy looking at gambling websites backlinks, because there's always like PBNs or some form of digital PR that just shouldn't be there. To be fair, I am not certain if this is a PBN. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. I could be wrong. Chillpartners.com. Okay. Casumo affiliates. So this is pretty smart what they've done, right? So Casumo is obviously a casino site. If any of you guys are trying to get into iGaming, right, definitely do this. So Casumo is an affiliate, Casumo is a casino site, and they have got a page here that links to all of their actual websites that push them as an affiliate. So it's like really important that you get those types of links, because again, it's kind of like connecting the dots. As you can see here, that's their link, but then they also link out to like all of your competitors as well. It's kind of one of those links where it's like, well, my competitors have it, so I may as well get it type thing. Pushgaming.com. Again, this is another 1999. Confirm. That's not actually my date of birth, by the way. Let's see. Yeah. So this is kind of similar to what I was talking about before. They've got a lot of these actual links, so fair play to them. Mr. Play Partners. Yeah, so that again, this is like showcasing all of the brands that they've got, but they will also have somewhere where they will be listing all of their affiliates. I'm guessing it's this, yeah. Online Casinos Deutschland. So they've got a lot of links like that. And also, I'm not going to lie, but some of those links are probably free as well, which is like pretty unheard of in the iGaming space. Because the thing is, right, just like if I go back to the one that I was looking at before, where was that? Where was it? Mr. Play Partners, right? The thing is, these guys, they want you to push them more traffic and more players, so why wouldn't they give you a link promoting their brand? So it kind of makes sense, the reason why they've done it. So a lot of these links, if anyone's watching this and they're in the iGaming space, right, this is probably like a goldmine video. Just go to this website and export the backlinks that they've got. They've not got a crazy amount of backlinks either, like Z Partners, nope. Vegas folks, nope. Top. So some of these are definitely PBNs, it looks like. These ones, they aren't linking to the website anymore, but they might be 301ing. Best offer places. New online casinos, all gaming gambling sites. Huh. These guys just don't have that many links as I thought they would, which is crazy to say. Business directory. Yeah, like they're literally not doing much, like anything crazy when it comes to their backlink profile. Let's just take a look at this. So basically what's ended up happening with these websites is these are PBNs and they're just linking to other PBNs. So a little bit of an advanced strategy. But let's say you've got 5 PBNs. These 5 PBNs all link to each other, but then they also all link to you as well. That's basically what's happening with their backlink profile. Again, it's not like crazy links that they have. To be honest, if I was to do a filter, if I was to do follow, backlink type in content, and then a DR range of like 20 and above, right? So right now we're looking at 478 links. Yeah, they've only got 138 links, which isn't, or 136 links, which isn't too crazy. Now, a few things when it comes to building out your backlink profile, right? What's like really important to doing something like this? Let me just find like a good link that they actually have. 6 of the best games based on movies. These guys are just literally just getting niche edits as well, which is really funny. So from a link building point of view, do you know what? That's not even a great link from a relevance point of view, but a lot of the gambling guys just don't care when it comes to relevance. I'm trying to find like a decent link that's talking about casino, but there's literally very few and far between. So for example, right, this website, this is what you should be doing when it comes to like relevance. This website's talking about like business, and there's obviously been like a new regulation coming into play when it comes to like online gambling, and then they've been able to shoehorn their way into actually getting a link to this. It's not the most relevant link, but it works. It definitely works in iGaming. Everyone does it. So yeah, that's been my iGaming SEO video. Like we started off being like really white hat, and it kind of took a turn, which it's expected. Like black hat iGaming is very, very common, and it works as well. I'm not one to hate on it. But if you guys have enjoyed this video, please remember to leave a like. And if you want me to do more videos on this, I know this was a little bit more black hat than usual. Drop a comment. There's tons of these websites that I can go over. There's tons of like proxy websites and CBD websites and cannabis sites that I've got pretty decent experience on when it comes to like knowing what works in those industries and stuff. If you guys have enjoyed this video, please remember to leave a like. If you want to get in contact with me, maybe you want to rank a casino, or maybe you want to hire me as a consultant, head over to casualdash.com, fill in the contact form, and like what I said at the start of the video, if you want to be in the right room, learn from the right people when it comes to SEO, content marketing, digital marketing, head over to the Masterminders conference on the 27th of June in Manchester. Thank you for watching.